Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You already know what time. You already know what time it is. That it is time for another review of the Fairy Tail anime, which is episode 255 review. Excuse me. Now, surprise, surprise! I actually got this one quite out a bit earlier, without any interruptions from Skype or anything else like that. So I was very lucky to actually get this episode review out a lot earlier than usual, which is actually sorry, I'm gonna try to fix this. Was actually quite good. So I'm actually really glad that I actually get this review quite out earlier than usual. So, anyways, now that I'm here already, let's just get to this review. This episode, I will say, was definitely far better succeeded than the last episode, because unlike in the last episode where it wasted so much time during the beginning, where you had just this stupid comedy routine with Minerva, the Nikus and all this crap, blah blah blah. None of that. We're getting straight to the point, straight to the action, straight to the drama and the feels. My God, were there a lot of feels that it came to Gajo's character then. Oh, my poor heart, man. Like, I really do feel bad for Gajo, because all he really wanted to do was inherit the will of that one council member, that old lady, which I forget her name, her will. She wanted her to, because she reminded him of her dead son, that that he was that young and he took down this wrong path, but then all of a sudden he could change that, he could take the right path, because he sees so many young people go down that road at such a young age, they can make themselves into a better person. And after she pretty much gets killed off from the members of Tartarus, she which of course was definitely also Jackal, who did the whole bombing of the actual the consul household. Pretty much what happened is that all the members got murdered and killed. He actually felt bad. He very felt guilty about it. He felt the pain of guilt that he really should have just done something to, it was his fault. Like, what? You've done so much for me. You inspired me to join Fairy Tail. You know what? I'm gonna avenge you. And that's exactly what he did. So pretty much what he did to finish his battle with Trafalgar. Not Trafalgar, but Trafalgar. Well, I can never get that name right. Trafalgar. Pretty much, the battle between Gajo and Trafalgar has finally wrapped up. And what happens is that Gajo has the willpower. Oh, which is really funny at the beginning. I just realized the part where Gajo tells to Levi, it's like, "Yo, Levi, come on. Give me some of that air. I need some of that. I really appreciate if you actually help me out and give me some more." She's like, wait, what? I mean, all I did was just, and she goes like, I'm talking about magic. Duh. What do you think I'm talking about? Give me some of your air magic. And then she's blushing and shit, which was just so cute. Like, she knows that, she knows that for some reason he thought like he wants more of her air, meaning from her lips and from her body. Like, that's what he meant, but apparently it's not the case. He meant it from like her magic. Like, all she could have done was just do the whole thing where she actually says like a word, or she creates like a word from thought, and she makes the words like wherever she writes into actual reality. Like, if she spells out the word air, she can just make actually like a whole bunch of air. Like, she makes an air bubble for her and for Gajo, and also he said to him to also make air for the rest of the gang as well. Then he's like, "Oh, and by the way, thank you very much for saving me." And he flies off and he winks, and then she's kind of blushing as well. So you can obviously tell a ship is starting to slowly connect to each other, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, so then getting to the fight itself, we see Gajo finally taking out Trafalgar by actually combining not only his iron, but he also combines the particles from the water that Trafalgar did when he released like all that water pressure inside like his whole like water like hell thing that he did. And what happens is he combines that with iron, and that becomes steel. So his entire body and his entire arm becomes steel. He just starts whooping, giving him the smackdown of his life, just fucking the shit out of Trafalgar, breaking his armor, and he's pretty much just knocked down and he's pretty much just knocked out. His actual magic is pretty much no more. He broke out of that shit. And everyone else is pretty much safe from the water pressure. The water's completely gone. Everyone is safe. So his battle of Gazio has won. I like the ending, which is kind of corny, but pretty cool. He was like, oh, Salamander, don't forget that song. Because if you remember in the last episode, they had that little bet about, you know, if one of us wins... No, if I win, or no, if you lose, you have to create a song saying that I'm the best and stuff like that. Like, meaning... whoever wins, you have to say that, you know, have to praise them, you know, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, you have to sing a song about why that winner's the best and stuff like that. So it was actually kind of corny but funny at the same time, but it was also pretty badass because Gazio, you know, for the fucking win, man. Definitely really like his character a lot. Not only him, but we got another motherfucker, which I truly love, motherfucking LAXUS. Thunder bitches, yeah! The Thor of Fairy Tail, man. I love this dude. And then we have him versing that lion guy. I kind of forgot his name. The one with the eternal flame. Like, I forget the dude's guy. The one who can actually create the, like, external flame, like, inside his own body, which I think is actually pretty cool. Not only that, but he could do other shit, too. Like, he can actually do, like, fucking whirlwinds or tornadoes and shit. I like this dude. Please let me know in the comment section below on what his name was again, because I sadly do not remember his name, but he's actually pretty badass. I liked him. He's also the same dude who released those magical particles from earlier during the arc, you know, from his battle that he had earlier, like, you know, the one we was trying to protect, you know, the guild and stuff. Like, he's the same dude, you know, the one in the hoodie who actually attacked them during the Thunder Legion, like in that job with the magic particles. Yeah, it's that same dude. So LAXUS is getting revengeance because, you know, he hurt like his members of Fairy Tail and the Thunder Legions as well. So because of that, he wants to get vengeance. But at the same time, there's a secret that he's hiding. And then the lion dude, which again I forget his name, he actually mentions to LAXUS that you're not completely fully recovered yet, or better yet, you're not fully healed from the sickness, from the particles that you absorbed. You're still pretty much weak. You haven't gotten that much of the cure or the rest, like the actual proper cure for you to actually get 100% better. You're still not at that level yet. And then, like, he finally finds him out, because he's basically not even trying to attack him. Like, he's using all these cool thunder and lightning shit. Like, he's using all these fucking lightning attacks. Like, LAXUS is like the badass that he is, and it's freaking awesome. But at the same time, he doesn't really attack him because he's trying to play him out. Like, he's trying to play him out, trying to trick him, thinking that, you know, oh, he's this badass, like he's ready to go, he's about to fuck you up. But no. In reality, he's still suffering from those particles that he absorbed the last time, the poison. So, because of that, that's what he was hiding. And as you could tell after he got, you know, some hit on from him, he got, like, some blood on his chin. Oh, by the way, I gotta mention this little something, but what is with the randomcy of the blood all of a sudden? Like, if you guys, like, see the episode, what is the deal with all this random blood that they've been adding, like, recently? Because let's be honest, the Fairy Tail anime doesn't really have a lot too much blood. I think until the 2014 version came out, or the animation of the 2014 animation crew, when they did it, I think that's when they started to add at least blood in certain scenes. Like, I know in the beginning, last year, during the Grand Magic Games, excuse me, in the Grand Magic Games, they had that one scene with Kagura, I think, or someone, I think with Minerva, where she was bored and she was like actually, like, it was back, I think it was like, she did something to Miliana's back. I think like she like scratched it or did something or cut it with a sword or something. And you see like the back of her and she's like bleeding and shit. And also I do remember that one scene where someone gets stabbed, I think. Oh yeah, Future Lucy. Yeah, I totally forgot. There are certain scenes that I noticed that they actually do add the blood factor, which is kind of weird, I guess. I mean, the Toriko anime, even though it's the Toriko anime, I remember the same thing happening there, right? All of a sudden started to just add the blood in for like no reason, which was kind of weird, but okay. Doesn't bother me too much, but I'm just saying though. Anyways, it's just weird that they decided to do that, but whatever. It was still pretty awesome. So at the very end, it doesn't matter because we see that LAXUS no matter how badly he's absorbed the poison, like, it's pretty cool. Like, we're seeing, like, blow from blow, toe-to-toe, head-to-head combat, and it was freaking awesome. We see LAXUS powering up, fucking, like, lightning is like, yeah, let's fucking go. We see him just, like, powering up. He's, like, fucking going lightning fast. He's, like, fucking, like, bam, just punching him up. And he's like, I don't care, even if I'm, sick or poisoned. I don't give a damn. You try to hurt my family twice, you're done. You're extinct, man. It is fucking over. Like, this dude means business. And that pretty much sums up the entire episode right there. And that's pretty much the end of that, little squabble, until we see the rest of the episode next week, which I believe should finish that fight. And judging from the preview too, it looks like a certain someone, if you actually watch the fairy tale opening 21, just believe in myself. Oh my god, I fucking love that opening. That opening I am not skipping for a while. I'm not skipping that opening because it is god tier, it is beastly, it is one of the best fairy tale openings ever freaking created, man. And definitely this is like one of the, I love it, man. I really do. So this actual this song I'm not gonna skip. The opening, not gonna skip it, man. It's just too damn good, and I love it. So it doesn't really matter. So like I said, a certain someone or whatever is going to be revived back, and Urza and Minerva and them are going to fight this person again. So that's going to be for the next episode. So I already know, because obviously I read the manga. But regardless, so that's pretty much it. I give the episode a very awesome score, about 5 out of 5. A really awesome episode. I haven't given this score in quite a while, in a long time, but it finally came back. We got 2 awesome fights. We had one finishing and one pretty much just started, and it is awesome, and I freaking love the action, the animation, not to mention the new soundtracks that they added for Gacho. Sounds like something from like Super Smash Bros. 4. Like, does anyone realize that? Like, it sounds exactly like Super Smash Bros. But like dun 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 dun, like, it sounds like that for some reason. Like, I got a Smash Bros. Vibe when I heard that. That shit was cool. And there was another new OST they added when LAXUS was battling the lion dude, and oh my god, Takanashi, man, he's a freaking genius with these soundtracks. So I'm done. That's pretty much it. 5 out of 5. Awesome episode. Definitely cannot wait for next week. It looks like the fight's gonna conclude. It's some more epic shit, and we are definitely getting we're pretty much halfway there, pretty much almost closely there to wrapping up and almost ending this arc of Tartarus, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm super excited. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready, man. It's going to be, oh my god. Whew. Anyways, I'm done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this episode of Fairy Tail episode 255. So again, that's pretty much it. I am done. This is the Ninja Reviewer. Over and out. Peace out. And my manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And stay tuned next week for episode 256. So yeah, see ya.